Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Terrafirma Together. I'm MrEnvelope, and I'm punching. We're over here at Spawn Town. Things have been getting a little more developed around here. We're building more roads. We got a new patron building a whole bazaar over here so people can open little stalls and shops and everything. The church hasn't gotten a whole lot done to it, but that's okay still. But I've been working on the roads in particular. 5 minutes? Come on. I've been working on the roads, and we're going to start things off by doing a little blast mining. I completely used up all of the town's rhyolite resources, so I got to go get some more. And luckily, I did a whole bunch of grinding, so we have like 3 powder kegs ready to just go. That's already full of 12 stacks of gunpowder, so we're good to go. And match for mayor. Okay, we're getting political now. Why not? Bring in politics. We got religion over there. Let's bring in politics. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go look for some type of ore, anything useful really, whether it be copper or iron, something in the rhyolite stone, which is off this way. So yeah, let's go do that real quick. Alright guys, so I found this spot with some bismuth, and I can't really find like the center of it, but I found a little bit of exposed ore there, and then it's exposed over here on this little lump of land. I think it'll be fine. This is rich stuff, so if we get any bismuth from this explosion, it'll be some pretty good quality stuff, and if not, it's fine. We're mostly trying to get the rhyolite, so I think this will be a good spot. I'm going to go ahead and blow up right here, I think. And again, I couldn't get a really good reading. The highest reading I got was like medium sample, so it'll be fine. So let's go ahead and hop down here. Whoop. Nice. I thought I was going to die. Let's put down the powder keg. I don't have a fire starter. Okay, let's get out of here real quick. Okay, so one thing I do whenever I'm doing this, I will have typed out home safe. And usually I'll set my safe home warp somewhere pretty close to the hole. This is just so I can light this and then teleport to a safe spot. Oh, wow. That got a lot of the sand. That's going to be annoying. But that's usually how I do this, because these explosions are terrible. They will kill you if you just like look over the hole where the explosion happens. It's happened to me, like, every time I've done this, and it's happened to Dawdle, for sure before, so I'm glad it's not just me and, like, a bug or something. But yeah, very, very good. It looks like we didn't really get any bismuth, but that's okay. Like I said, we're mostly here for the rhyolite, so now I'm going to pick all this stuff up. My inventory is already full, and I'm going to put down a whole bunch of chests and just do a couple laps around here, picking up all the rocks. Alright, so I'm done making roads. I think we're good for now. We'll go take a look at it in a second, but I think I did a pretty good job for the entrance to Majestic's museum. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take these jack-o'-lanterns that I just crafted up, and I'm going to turn them into light sources, because if we cover our roads with light, it, makes it a little brighter for us to see. You can see how it's like glowing around over here. That's because we have these special chiseled pumpkin and brick blocks that I've been making and sprinkling around. It has the added benefit of, lighting things up, but it also stops the snow from forming on the path whenever it's wintertime. So it's very important that we do this, because snow sucks. It slows us down, and it's not fun. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick a few spots. I usually do them over the bricks, just so I kind of have an idea of where they'll be. And I'm just going to dig out a few spots every so often to put down a jack-o'-lantern and light up the road. And there we go. We just place these into the little holes I made, I dug out, and it's going to make the road nice and bright, looking pretty good. So this is the little pathway I made up to the museum. I think it's okay. No, I think it came out pretty good. Once this fills up with some grass, I'm going to go ahead and put some of those berry bushes from Rustic. It's going to be a little similar to what we have in the spawn circle, so hopefully it'll look pretty good, and Majestic will like it. I think it looks pretty cool though. I think it needs a little more terraforming around the area, because, you know, like the staircase is not supported at all. But maybe we can do something with these marble bricks, make like a railing for it or something. I don't know. We'll see. I'll see what Majestic says. But yeah, I think this is pretty good now. So what I'm going to do, put down these last 17 somewhere. I think I'm going to go towards the bazaar, and then I'll be right back. All right, guys, it's been like a week again. So it's been some time since I did the paths, and I can kind of get an idea now that it's winter about where we're going to need some more light. We're definitely going to need some sort of jack-o'-lantern chisel thing right here. Maybe one over there. I'm not too sure, but for sure one right here, because this is a little annoying. But you can see just how well it works. Oops, sorry about that. You can see just how well it works. It does a pretty good job at keeping most of the snow away out of the walkways that we use. So yeah, it works. All right, guys, I'm getting a little frustrated right now. Not frustrated, a little overwhelmed. I'm trying to make another blast furnace because last episode when I did my first bit of blast furnacing, making steel, I realized that we're going to definitely need a second blast furnace on the server. And I brought this up to everyone, and they're like, huh, yeah, you know, we'll need it, but I don't want to make it. Was like pretty much the general consensus and reaction to what I proposed. And so I figured I should probably be the one to do it since I'm the one who feels that we need it. So that's what I'm working on. I've been kind of processing blooms as I've been playing a little bit, and I've been kind of stockpiling up some pieces for a blast furnace, because each blast furnace, like that block right there, it takes 8 to make one of those, 8 double sheets of iron. And iron is a big pain to make. You know, we got to do this whole bloomery process. I don't know how familiar you guys are with TFC, but we got to do like a whole bloomery process. We get these bits of ore. We can only do, we can only put 24 ore in each of these bloomeries, and then we have to wait like, I don't know, 5 minutes or so for it to process. And then depending on what you do, depends on how many ingots you can get out of it. Right now I'm doing blooms that are giving me 6 ingots per process, so you know, I can only do so much metalworking at a time. And then after we get the blooms, these guys, we have to break them down in an anvil to get these little tiny pieces. Then we get these tiny pieces, we work those into ingots, and then we take the ingots, we heat them up like they're doing right there. We smash them together. We bang them out into a plate. Very sloppily. And then we weld 2 plates together, and that's how we get those pieces. It's a whole lot of work, a lot of steps, and it takes a lot of time. It takes concentration, which are things that I don't have a lot of. But I'm doing my best, and I think I'm just about there, actually. I've been kind of just like spaced out doing this, and it's going pretty well, actually, I'd say. I think we might even have, oops, enough. We got enough. There we go. We got more than enough. I accidentally made 1 extra. That's okay. We'll save that for something else. But that's awesome. We got enough for the blast furnace, but every layer of the blast furnace requires 12 sheets of iron. And we can have 5 layers per blast furnace. It's a whole lot of steps in TerraFirmacraft. None of that has gotten any easier in this version, but that's, you know, it's part of the game. But that's what I'm working on. I'm going to try to get this done. There's not a whole lot to see. It's just me doing this, filling up casts, getting these to pour in here, taking them out, letting them cool in this chest. Then I take them out of here once they're cooled, pop them out of their ingot molds, and then I just throw them on the pile. I think I'm done doing metalwork for today. Actually, it's already like 2 in the morning and I'm ready for bed. But I did a whole bunch of work. Check this out. We got 4 stacks of copper ingots, and then a 48 stack right here. And then gold, we have a whole stack right here, and we also have some in this chest, and I guess that's it. I don't think I can place more gold on top of there, because technically this is not a full block space. So I don't know where we're going to start putting our metals. We have too much stuff everywhere now, so yeah, it's getting to be a bit much. I guess I could combine those together. Oh, but that already turned off. Okay, it's fine. It is fine. I just mixed those up, but it's okay. But really quick, before we cut away, these are all the metal sheets that I was able to make. I think that's pretty good. We got 7 right here, and then 8. 24! That's enough for 2 layers. That's 40% of what we need, so that's pretty good. And then I got 2 more blooms cooking up over there, so that'll be half a layer. Very good. But let's really quick go ahead and craft the blast furnace. So there we go. Recipe unlocked. We got another blast furnace. I'm going to go ahead and place this right there so people know that we have a second blast furnace. In fact, I'll leave a trademark sign. There we go. So now everyone's going to know we got another blast furnace. And just so people don't get confused, I'm going to go ahead and put these sheets over here. That way they don't get used by anything else. So there we go. I think we did pretty good today. Let's go ahead and get this out of here as well. All that's turned off. Oh, by the way, I learned that we can put hoppers on top of the crucible, and we can just like pop this thing full of ingots, or not ingots, full of ores, and they'll just get fed in here. It's super helpful because processing all of this metal, you know, normally we'd manually put in all the different things we needed to smelt down, and it didn't take that much longer. But with this, we can just like put stuff here, go off, do something else, and walk away. It's very nice. It's very cool. I very recommend getting hoppers. They're kind of expensive, but nothing too crazy. It's just 2 iron sheets, or you can do 2 steel sheets and get 2 of them. So I did this recipe, obviously. But yeah, very good. Very, very good. So let's address this really quick. These have been popping up all over the server. There's one over here. There's one over here at the town center. They're popping up in the museum and down in our storage area. That's not many places, but you know, it's enough places to make you notice it. I guess we're having like a mayor election type of thing going on. We got 2 new patrons on the server, and they've been going pretty crazy with like expanding the town. So Trent's been doing a lot of like town planning. He went ahead and made like this community, I don't even know what you would call it. It's like I guess like a community center pretty much. There's like a bulletin board with like server news and things like that going on in there. And then he also built this pub. I'm pretty sure Trent built this. Either Trent or it was Rush. But established since 1005. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is built by Trent. And then he's also planning this town bazaar right below the church. So this spot is for people to like rent out little stalls and they can sell things. And then, you know, this is a tavern. People can buy drinks and everything. And the community centers for like, you know, local news pretty much. All of these are really great additions to the server. And the thing that's going on in here, what we were first talking about, I suppose, is the elections. There's a whole lot of things that he plans to, you know, get set up. He wants to have courts, shops and everything, like taxes and everything. All the normal like government type things. And I think him and no, I thought he was running for mayor, but the only candidates right now are Majestic. So things are going to be changing up on the server a bit, it seems like. And over here, too, we have town names, which is something I was meaning to ask the server members about. Like, we should come up with a name for the town instead of just calling it Spawn. But Trent already went ahead and thought of that, too. His name suggestion, Green Lake, is honestly one of my favorites. And then I over here, just to be a little turd, I decided to put up Blue Lake, which is, you know, only because there's green and the water is blue. And then Doddle came by and put up Venus's Receptacle of Love. Now, as much as I love Venus, I think we should go with the more neutral name. Why did I write Green Lake? There we go. I'm going to put my vote over here on Green Lake. I think this is a pretty good one. Apparently, we can't vote for our own name that we suggest. So even though I put that, I can't vote for it, which is totally fine, makes sense. We should probably come up with a deadline for this too, because I really like the idea of like naming stuff. Trent seems to be doing a really great job with like just adding a whole bunch of just basic town things that, you know, it's a little tiresome and tricky to do on your own. So yeah, I'm really digging this place, and I want to show this off, but I don't know if it's like fully ready yet. So I'll wait maybe later in the episode or next episode. I'll get Trent's approval and permission. Alrighty guys, it's a new day, new everything. I am trying to make some leather. I don't necessarily need it right now, but I did notice that last time. Oh no, I do need it. We're completely out of leather, and we need leather boots to make the hiking boots. They each require pieces of leather and leather boots. And these help us walk fast in tall grass, because otherwise we'll get slowed down, like how we get slowed down in snow. Everything is trying to stop us in TFC, pretty much. But what I'm doing is I scraped all these hides, so hey, I scraped all these hides, and now we're just waiting for them to go. These ones are already soaked, so they're ready to go in more tannin. And then this one, I think it just needs to get soaked in water. Yeah, awesome. And then this needs to get turned into tannin, so let's go ahead and make some of that really quick. We just need like a single piece of oak wood. I think hickory also works. And maybe some other woods, but let's just use oak, because I know that one works for sure. We just pop that in, and it'll turn into tannin at some point. So yeah, and then we'll use this tannin to soak these when they're done. It's a whole process. It's a fun process. Oh. Hell yeah. Garlic bread. That's awesome. Alright guys, so Rush is online, and he told me it was cool that I could show the inside of the tavern that he built. Him and Trent worked on this. Apparently it was a collab. So, let's go ahead and take a look. So, let's not rush everything. This is when you walk in. This is like the tables and stuff. A nicely decorated bar, I would say. And if you come upstairs, there's a quest board. You can go ahead and make a quest for someone to do, like if you needed some sort of material. You can put it on here and tell someone you'll pay them if they can get you the item. Honestly, though, I'm in a... I'm going. There we go. Majestic needed us to sleep. But that was a good example, too, because there's, like, rooms up here you can rent. It's like a fully decorated tavern. It's done so well. Like, it looks nice in here, and functionally, too. I hope Rush doesn't mind me showing this off right now. They got, like, the whole workspace back here. They got, like, a cooking area right here to, you know, cook all the food that they need to make. A lot of shelves, store things. They have a source of water right here because they built it... Oh, they built it right on the lake edge, so they were able to take advantage of it. And I think that's really smart and really cool of them. And then they got, like, a cellar over here. You know what? I should put some snow in here for them. And there's also some cabinets and everything over here so they can age food and everything. It's just really cool, really well done. I'm a huge fan. Oh, and then back here, you know, they built on the lake. They have like a whole seating area back here. Of course, the ugly snow's in the way, making things look not the best, but once winter's over, it'll look a lot better, I'm sure. But yeah, very, very well done. Very cool. Alright guys, so we're going to be spending a little bit of time here looking for diamonds. So we're starting to get into like the end tier metals. We're dipping our toes. Majestic just got us the black steel anvil. And you know, we're just starting to get some better stuff. And once we have this better stuff, the only way we can make it better is with enchantments. And I've added a recipe. I'm pretty sure I've shared this before. I've added a recipe for the enchanting table. You know, it's pretty much the normal recipe, but to get obsidian, we need black steel or better tools. And then to get the diamonds, we have to find them. They are only they only generate in Gabbro. And Majestic just found some Gabbro. I teleported to him. And now I'm out here looking for diamonds. I'm hoping it's gonna show up in the pro pick readings. It should be Kimberlite, but we'll see. We'll see if we can actually find some. Oh man, is that iron or is that something different. Oh, they're coming at me. Help. Alright, the new plan is we're going to look for a cave. Majestic's here looking with me. We found out that they generate, like, kind of deep underground. Typically, if we're at the surface level trying to use our pro pick, we won't get an accurate reading, or we won't be able to reach it if it is down below us. So we got to find a cave. You know, just get a little lower, and hopefully we'll get lucky and we'll be able to find some. And apparently they also generate in weird veins, so this is just going to be like a difficult challenge no matter what. But as long as we can find one, we're good. Oh no. Dude is nuts. Oh god. Ooh. Well, guys, that did not go well. I ended up losing everything in my backpack. Majestic had to make me a new one, and we're empty again. This is like the second time this has happened in the last 2 episodes. It kind of makes you like not want to play for a little bit. Not like rage quit, but just kind of like, you know, like you're done with it. You're done with everything. But that did not go well. But luckily, Majestic, you know, we both died multiple times. Majestic was able to get all of his stuff back, so that's good. I got all my stuff back, surprisingly, that was in my inventory, so I would say it's okay, you know, we only lost the stuff that was in here. It was just kind of like extra tools. The only thing that's kind of annoying, I would say, is the bit bag, because that thing takes 4 pieces of wool, and to get wool, you need like 4 of these, and then to get these, you need you need 16 of these of strings, and then to get the string, you need the wool. And the only reason we have wool right now is because I went on another trek to go get some sheep, and I was able to bring back 4. One was a male, the rest were females, and I fed them, got them to love me. They started loving each other, and we're on like a few generations of sheep here. It's actually going pretty well. I was going to shear them, but I lost my shears. So, whoops. I'll have to make a new pair. It's totally fine. It's part of the game. But I think we're going to end it here, though. I need to take a break. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, and bye-bye.